Are we on?
You have to do
I
the
think
back.
so.
Oh, we're on now. Okay. Go ahead, Brad.
Okay. Hi, Missoula. We are not coincidentally members of the Baha'i Channel, new members of the Baha'i Channel. We are members of the Big Picture. So we have a special treat for you tonight, Missoula. We will not open calls until our movie starts, and we have our special treat, of course, is a movie that we have made for the MCAT channel, which is my directorial debut here, and we have some members of the cast with us. And now, lead member of our cast, which is Ben Coe. Yeah, Ben Coe right here. And then
you're screwing everything up.
also members of our cast. Now, of course, because we're so low budget to have camera people, this has to switch here.
Okay, here we go.
Now, all right,
go.
here we go. Here's the other member of our cast right there, the young lady sitting there. That's Katrina. She's in the movie also.
Uh-huh.
And then next to her,
Next to her.
Next to me.
is Edward
There we
Clare, which
Hello.
plays a part in the movie as well. Now, Ben, let's talk about our show a little bit before
He's not in the
we
movie.
actually show the movie.
Well, I think we should get some things out of the way here first, since it is the Big Picture, and it is a special live edition,
Mm-hmm.
and this is a really big head.
Yeah, no kidding. It's pretty fat.
Yeah, you
too.
got a big head there.
even
Oh,
say
there
it.
we go.
Okay, Ben, let's talk about like why we did our show in the first place. We did our show because we were slightly tempered with, local Missoula movie reviewers.
In Hollywood.
Yeah,
Big
they're
South
big-
lot of
We'll-
angst.
We'll talk about them afterwards, but I mean, Hollywood's the one that we have the big beef with, and if anybody has been, watching our show and kept up with it, that we talk about movies, we rag on, other reviewers and whatnot. Hollywood now, we had the Oscars a little while ago.
Okay,
Unfortunately.
actually, those were the Titanic Awards.
Yeah, the Titanic Awards. Now,
Then they'll always
how
be
many
Titanic
how many nominations did we have for Titanic?
I think 14, I believe.
We had 14
I think we
nominations
lost
for
count.
Titanic.
Around there.
And we had 12 of them that actually went to the movie and the movie got.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
Mhm.
how much of this, okay, it lays on Leonardo DiCaprio, how much of this
You mean Pretty Boy?
was because of him?
But Leonardo DiCaprio, he's such a wonderful
But he was not
professional
nominated for
actor.
anything.
He was not nominated. for
Leonardo
anything.
was not nominated, and I noticed that he did not show up to the Academy Awards as well.
I think
Actually, he
felt
did.
kind of.
He did show up, but by himself.
I did not see him.
He showed up by himself.
He was too busy trying to be Spider-Man, Brad.
And then
That's why
there was James Cameron going on with this big spiel at the end of the Academy Awards saying, "I am the king of the world," and other egotistical things like that. Things to make you vomit, okay? But, enough about Hollywood. We all know that Hollywood sucks. So we have, in inspiration, we all watched this little movie called Kingpin, which is a great movie.
yeah,
Right, as
Kingpin.
we will say.
Good.
Golf claps added, of
Starring
course.
Woody Harrelson.
Now,
and, Randy
This
Quaid.
movie, okay, we're not taking any calls yet until the movie starts. This movie, Kingpin, inspired us to make our movie for the MCAT channel. Okay? And now, this movie, Ben and I will give an introduction to this movie. It's all about a private eye, right, Ben?
A private detective.
And Ben plays a private detective. A private
Man.
detective that meets a femme fatale character, which is also in these detective movies as well. And
Basic B-rated.
yeah, your
low
basic,
budget.
your basic B-rated.
Something that Keanu Reeves or Leonardo DiCaprio would star in.
Yeah,
Possibly.
exactly.
Possibly.
This is more
Anyways,
Keanu Reeves myself.
you're not going to see
Really
any.
bizarro.
You're not going to see any Hollywood influence in this movie since we made it on about $25. Okay.
Most
for
half,
burn
half
cigarettes.
that, $14, $15 of that was for booze.
And
Exactly.
cigarettes.
And I believe a good extra 25 of that was for cigarettes. But
And we had sandwiches that morning, too.
Oh,
Breakfast.
don't forget the sandwiches.
We had breakfast that morning.
as we were saying, the detective gets caught up in a web of deceit, murder, and scandal. And that is our movie here, basically. We do want to have parental discretion advised. They
there
say
are a
the
few bad
S
words.
word,
Like
which is
shop.
horrible.
Okay, bad
And
word for poop. Is what
couple
you're trying
times.
to say. Okay.
Okay, so anyways, let us roll this modern anti-Hollywood
Film classic.
Directed by Brad.
movie
Okay.
Played by me.
that we made for the MCAT channel, of course. And, they will be there to actually, we'll open the line so people can call up, talk to us about the movie as we show it. And after that, we'll talk about the movie. And I'm going to talk about how lazy Ben was and how horrible it was to work with all these actors.
And
drank all
how
the props.
Brad gets up at
What a great experience it was. Okay,
Brad,
I'd
we
just
drank
like
the
to
props
keep a
in the morning.
shot.
so let's roll this
I'd
movie.
like to warn all the viewers to keep
Nick
a sharp
Sharp,
eye out for all
White
the
Trash.
symbolism.
Private Eye.
We drank the props.
Nick Shop. I'm what they call a PI. That means private investigator for those of you who are too slow to recognize it from its countless movie character shows like Mike Hammer. Stacy Keach. What the hell did he know about the private investigation business anyway? And for those of you who are still in the dark, I'll make things real simple for you. I'll tell you what. I'll even spell it out for you. My profession, it's very cut and dry. I enforce the law, just like regular cops do. But I don't drag my ass through 3 miles of red tape every day to do it. I work under the law, not above it. The bottom line is, I'll take any case, no matter how big, small, as long as there's money involved. Speaking of which, I'm at the end of my rope right now. I'm down to my last bottle of 10 High. There's only 5 packs of cigarettes in my carton. There's a 6-pack of A&W in the fridge. I'm down to my last 3 light plain t-shirts. What I need, more than anything else right now, you guessed it, a job. my. Now ain't this a tall glass of scotch and water? Let me tell you something. I've had all kinds of broads coming out of my life. But this one here, well, this broad is something else. If looks could kill right now, well, I guess I'd be dead, now wouldn't I? It's not the legs, or smell, or even an incredible taste and passion that gets to me. It's her curlers. There's nothing on this earth that can turn a man on like a good set of hair curlers.
Mr. Sharp,
First things first, honey. Just what kind of broad are you? Are you the cold, manipulative, femme fatale type? Or are you just the dumb as a box of rocks sex object type?
that's really none of your business, Mr. Sharp. I'm just a girl with a problem that'll take the police too long to solve. That's why I'm here to see you.
What's your name, honey?
Tiffany. Tiffany Jackson.
This broad is really getting to me. Just look at her mouth. Now there's a broad who knows how to wear lipstick. Well, Miss Jackson, you've come to the right place. Won't you step into my office?
Don't mind if I do.
Now, what can I do for you?
My husband. He's been missing for 5 days now.
I should have figured as much. I'm down on my luck, and this hot broad steps in. I think things are gonna change. She comes in here, turns me on, and then tells me she's got a husband. At least I'll finally get some money in my pocket.
Mr. Sharp, there's something you should know.
You can't afford to pay me now, can you?
Oh.
I'm such a sucker for broads. So I lived on my uncle's farm until I was 18. I moved off the farm and eventually got a life of my own. I moved to the city. That's where I became a VI.
What happened with your uncle's farm?
Oh, it was no big problem, really. It was just... didn't like the way I was handling one of his sheep.
Why, you weren't mistreating it, were you?
No, it was nothing like that. Just... Ma'am, I wish you would never ask me about this again. You know, problems on my uncle's farm. Just don't ask. End of discussion.
Oh, okay.
I told Miss Jackson that I'd take her case first thing in the morning. Besides, I'm too thrashed right now to really give a shit anyway. Tiffany gave me this coffee table magazine that belongs to her husband. I got an address on the back cover. It's the only clue I'm operating from right now. I've got my piece ready. There's no telling what kind of scum this broad's husband was involved with. I hope there's gonna be trouble. I don't want this thing to be resolved without at least a little violence. After all, I haven't shot my gun in over a year. That's way too long not to shoot a piece, especially in my business.
What do you want to know?
What you want?
Is this 1688 Rossini?
What are you, the Reaper Man? I got the Thursday!
Worse, I'm a private eye. is your address on this smut magazine of John Jackson's?
I don't have to tell you nothing, you filthy bugger. I've seen it on the People's Court. I'm gonna haul your ass into court and sue you for every penny you got. You can lose your job.
Are you gonna answer the question, or do I have to resort to more physical violence?
I'm not answering nothing to you, rat.
Lucky for me, I cut down to 2 packs a day. Otherwise, I never would have been able to catch this punk. He said he wouldn't talk, but I had a special method of torture planned out. Just for a weasel like him. This is for making me exercise.
Ow!
I exercise. I say exercise. I've been using the skinny guy as my own personal ashtray for the past 2 hours, and now he still isn't talking. I've got to give him credit, though. He looks like nothing, but he sure does have endurance. So you ready to talk yet?
Oh, what are you gonna do? Burn me again? Ooh, yeah, big man. Go ahead, burn me again. Oh, yeah, burn me again. I'll be ready to talk then. Ooh, big man. You've almost done all your cigarettes. You've only got about 3 left. Yeah, what do you got, 3 left? Hell, you're probably out of your whole damn pack.
Wrong. I'm fresh out of this pack. But I got another one.
No. I'll talk.
Yeah, I thought
I'll
you would.
talk. Okay, so this guy. Who's this guy you're looking for?
John Jackson?
Yeah, John Jackson. Okay. He's dead.
What?
John was like a new boy. And, he was gonna come over to my house to watch the game, and we traded magazines, you see, and so he had my address written down on his magazine. That's how come he had my address on that little spanky bag.
Get to the point. Tell me how he died.
Okay, so we were all over at Danny Boy's place, right? You know, hanging out, watching football, doing all that good guy stuff. You know, just like we do all the time. And, something happened. It should never have happened.
And what might that have been?
Well, the 49ers played the Vikings.
Oh, yeah. I caught that game. The 49ers whipped some ass.
That's the problem, you see. Half of us are divided. John, Clark, and me are all 49ers fans. Skinny, Jake, and Danny Boy are all, Vikings fans. What happened is that John and Jake put the pink slips of their cars on the game. You got to understand, these guys are die-hard football fans. Danny Boy and John, they were really wrapped up in the game, and they started kind of, fighting about it, getting like into fisticuffs, which is nothing too normal, because that's how we are, a couple punches here, punches there, doesn't matter too much. And Danny Boy and John, they're going at it, but you see, Danny Boy got John down on the ground. And that's usually one of us, like, we spank him or, like, give him a noogie or something. But Danny Boy, the phone was right there, and he grabs the phone, wraps it around his neck, and starts just strangling him. And Danny Boy's strangling John there. And he's got him down on the ground, strangling him. And all of John's blood vessels are gonna pop out of his head, and his eyeballs, like, all bugging out, all crazy, like, right? the deal was, like, we thought that maybe, like, John would just, like, pass out, you know, because sort of like a, you know, hole in his neck, like a sleeper hold, right? But the guy wouldn't pass out, so Danny Boy picks up this lamp kind of thing, starts beating him over the head with it, just to get him out.
And what, may I ask, were you doing while all of this was happening?
Well, you know, it all happened so fast, and I bet the spread.
I see.
Okay, so after all this had happened, Danny Boy was kind of in shock. Because, you know, we thought he was just, you know, like, they were beating on each other a little, and then all of a sudden John's just like, it's looking like he's dead there, you know? And he's bleeding all over the place, and Danny Boy's just spent. And so it's at this point where Skippy just takes over. Skippy comes in and says, you know, we'll take care of this. And, you know, we all swore never to talk about any of this, you know. So Skippy Boy took over, and we took him in the bathroom to put him in the tub to kind of like contain all the bleeding, because we didn't know what else to do.
So then what happened?
Nothing happened after that. That's what happened.
No, the body. What happened to the body?
The body's still laying in the house, man. It's not garbage day till Tuesday.
Wait a minute, you're telling me there's a corpse in your friend's house, and they're not gonna take it out because it's not garbage day?
Hey, man, I tell you what, you been over to that house? There's rules in that house that we abide by. And nothing in that house gets taken out till Tuesday, garbage day, nothing. Corpses are no exception.
Oh, man. I thank the skinny little redneck for the information, for his cooperation in doing so, and once again for making me run to catch his ass.
Oh, you nasty man!
I'm sorry to disturb you at home, Mr. Sharp, but I had to see you.
Please, call me Nick. Won't you sit down? Is there something troubling you, Miss Jackson?
No, not really. It's just I'm anxious is all. I can't eat. I can't sleep. I know it's still early, Nick, but have you found anything about my husband?
Mrs. Jackson, I want you to brace yourself. I don't know any other way to say it, so I'll just come right out and say it. I believe your husband is dead.
What do you mean you believe he's dead?
Miss Jackson, nothing is for sure until I've seen a body, but that's what I've been told anyway.
So then it's true.
I can't tell you at this point in time. I won't know anything out until tomorrow morning. But what I can tell you is that I'll find every last son of a bitch involved, and then I'll make him pay like he's never paid before.
You're a good man, Mr. Sharp.
Mrs. Jackson, you're a very sexy broad, but you're also a very married broad.
Nick, I don't want to be alone tonight. Could I stay with you?
Miss Jackson, I'm a sleazy guy, but I'm not that sleazy. Good night, Mrs. Jackson.
Nick!
I'll see you in the morning. No, it's you. What the hell do you think you're doing, poking your nose around my personal property? Detective Harry Dick?
It's Officer Harold Becker to you, Nick, and I just came by to talk to you.
I'm here. Doc.
Funny thing happened. We find a guy in a dumpster with 40 cigarette burns all over his body. Says he was tortured, but he won't tell us who.
You accusing me?
This has got your style written all over it, Nick. You better keep your nose clean, real clean.
Oh, now you're gonna threaten me.
Just because you have a license doesn't mean you can do whatever you want. Licenses can be taken away just as easily as they're given.
Oh, and now you're gonna threaten my business?
Nothing but a drunk, washed up private dick.
That's it, you stuck Irish pig. Okay, so you're not Irish, but you're still a stuck pig. Look, Harold, I'm onto something big here. This is murder we're talking about. I don't know about you, but I'm gonna go.
Okay, but I'm driving.
No, I'm driving.
You think I'd let a drunk like you drive?
I'm okay, I've only have a half a bottle.
Half a bottle? It's not even 9 a.m. yet.
Exactly.
So, do you know where you're going?
Yeah, sure.
Good. Now, when we get there, you let me handle things, okay? None of this Mike Hammer bullshit you're always doing. Everything's nice and legal-like. By the book.
Yeah, I've got the book. I know what I'm doing.
Hey, Danny boy.
What?
That body's starting to stink. You should get rid of it.
Just keep drinking. After a while, you won't smell anything.
I'm serious. That body's starting to reek. You should get it the hell out of here.
Do you mind? I'm on the can here.
The book? Shit. That's where you probably learned all that you know is from a book.
What do
mean? I read the book. Sure you did. Mickey Mouse's Guide to Detective Work. So it works. I'll tell you what. You leave the real crime investigating to us boys in blue. You know, being a private detective, you get your friend benefits. You got your broads, your dames in distress. You get your booze anytime you want it.
Well, maybe if you ain't gonna take the body out, you should make yourself scarce for a few days.
What are you trying to say, Jake? You saying I should get out of my own house?
Look, Danny boy, you just killed a man. His body's in your shower, and the cops are gonna come looking for him, and it might not be a bad idea if you ain't around when they do.
Anybody's getting out of my house, it's you, you freeloading bastard.
Freeloading?
It's bad enough you're a 49ers fan. Now you gotta drink all my beer, too?
There's already one dead body in your shower. Don't make there be another.
What are you saying? You saying you can kick my ass?
I'm saying once you brought the 49ers into it, I'm gonna tear you apart.
Is this the place?
No, I'm just going over to Grandma's house to drop off a pack of smokes. Let's go, Copper.
Remember, no matter what happens, we go by the book.
I've got a better idea. On the count of 3, I'm gonna kick in the door. We'll go in there, shooting like John Wayne.
We can't do that. We don't even have a warrant.
Well, if we don't have a warrant, we might as well throw the rest of the book out the window, too.
All right. On one condition.
What's that?
I get a kick down the door. Shit, I haven't kicked down a door in years.
It's fine by me.
All right, 1, 2, 3.
Found the husband. It's the husband. Nicely packed on ice, I might say. Care for a cold one? It's the husband.
So it's true then.
I'm afraid so, Mrs. Jackson. The scene was very graphic. Everybody was dead. And I found your husband, just like the skinny little redneck that I tortured and said I would. The police will want you to go down to the station tomorrow and identify the body. Miss Jackson, if there's anything I can do for you, anything at all,
Oh, Nick! I'm sorry, Nick. I'm not much of an actress.
what are you trying to say, Mrs. Jackson?
It's Miss Jackson now, Nick. What I'm trying to say is I never really loved my husband. In fact, I'm glad he's dead.
What the hell's going on here?
I'm saying that my husband had a pretty large life insurance policy set up by his parents. We were poor, but his parents sure ain't. That's why I married him. They offered to give us money after the wedding, but John wouldn't take a dime. He said he was too proud. Too stupid if you ask me. But since I kissed so much ass and played the part of a sweet, loving wife to the T, they poured money into John's life insurance fund. After all, they wanted to make sure I was taken care of. But I couldn't just kill my husband. I had to distance myself away from the crime.
Let Danny boy do it for you, huh?
That's right, Nick.
That's Mr. Sharp's you now, babe.
That's right, Nick. I hired Danny Boy to kill my husband, which wasn't all that difficult, because they didn't like each other anyways. Hell, all it cost him was a little Schmidt beer and a carton of Sundance cigarettes.
Hey, that's more than I got for this case.
He was supposed to make it look like an accident, but...
But it wasn't an accident, was it, Mrs., or should I say, Miss Jackson? Danny boy killed your husband before he planned to, just because he couldn't keep his temper over a football game. Isn't that just like a redneck to kill a man over a football game?
Couldn't have worked out any better, Nick. With a household full of dead bodies, the police will just pass it off as a redneck rampage. Takes all blame off of me.
And to think I was starting to fall for this broad.
And if the police do investigate,
All they'll find is a young, innocent woman who covered all the right bases to deny involvement in her husband's murder, including hiring a private investigator to do everything he could to find her husband, who coincidentally was dead at the time he was hired.
you're a smart man, Mr. Sharp.
You lied to me, Miss Jackson. You told me you weren't the femme fatale type. There's one thing I don't get, though. You have me suckered. The cops have no suspicion. You could have gotten away with it. So why the hell did you tell me?
Because I love you, Nick.
Honey, you sure have a funny way of showing it.
And because you're a man. All men are scum, Nick. All they do is lie, cheat, steal, fool around, beat you up. I can't go through with this anymore, Nick. We have to end this somehow. The only way to end this is for you to die. And for me to live the rest of my life all alone without men. But it won't matter, because I'll be filthy rich doing it, baby.
It's always about money with you broads, isn't it? You forgot about one thing, though. How you gonna cover up my murder?
That's easy, Nick. How many people around here want to see you dead? Cops won't even know where to start.
Shit, that's true.
Ah, man, I hate you! Die, bastard! Scum, I hate you!
Damn crazy broad. First she gives me a case without paying me a cent. Then she turns me on, and I can't do anything about it, because she has a husband. Then to make things worse, she turns out to be a manipulative psycho bitch. My luck with broads has been on a serious downhill slide lately. Oh well. Maybe I should take out the trash. On second thought, maybe I'll let that wait until garbage day.
Would you care to explain why you stayed up all night and drank while you were supposed to get up early in the morning and do a movie?
We had to drink the prop.
Uh-huh. Okay, here's my other actor. Would you please remove the sheet? Would you care to explain?
My name is Adam Cole.
Would you care to explain, Ben, why you stayed up all night drinking, ruining my movie? We were supposed to get up in the morning, and now you're going to have to work with a hangover. Would you care to explain this to the audience?
My name is Adam Cole.
Okay, Ben, are you ready to start this movie now? I mean, are you sure there isn't anything else you need, like an Evian water or some McDonald's, maybe? McDonald's.
How horrid is it?
Pretty bad.
Silver butt. Easy, no good. 2 bucket of chicken eating. 4-pack of beer drinking before 9 a.m. drinking. Private eye. And those are your good points.
Preparing for the hurl scene,
Can you get that?
which is cream of mushroom soup.
Ben?
Is there something troubling you, Miss Jackson?
No, not really, Nick. I'm just anxious is all.
Are you a blues figure?
Stop it! We're never gonna get this done, you bastard.
Fool. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna eat this fly, right? I'm gonna throw it out there.
Where'd he go? Help!
What are you doing, like the Repo Man or something? I got till Thursday.
Wes, I'm a private eye.
And you
Okay,
can tell
take it
the
from-
wussy in accounting I got till Thursday. And if my horse comes in, I got a bet on the Monday night game.
Action. Dumbasses. Okay, that's not gonna work.
I just read them. There's one thing I don't get, though. You have me completely suckered.
Keanu Reeves School of Acting dropout.
Okay, I got a suggestion. Why don't we make the movie better than the outtakes?
Right.
Yeah, just.
I don't know what I'm saying!
He was supposed to make.
Nobody is cooperating with me.
Shut
Thank
up.
you.
Shut up.
My husband had a very large life insurance policy that his parents would put money into. I don't know what to say. I want my lines! I cannot act! I can't focus! I need to regurgitate! I don't know what I'm trying to say, but I need my lines. You have to put that in your little clips. I'm like the snooty actress now.
Bitch.
Bitch.
Shannon Doherty to you.
Tori Spelling.
You could go that. There you go.
Oh. Track over the wrong.
Actually, Shannon,
Directed by Brad Paulson.
you need to open that door sometime.
Okay, so it's not the world's greatest movie.
You did it, not me.
It did have its moments, though. I think
I'd say it was a riotously good time.
a riotously good time. How
It
much
was
were you
fun to
paid to
make.
say that?
I look a lot better in person than I do in the movie.
Pay that $5 later to Doug.
That's
Yeah.
what lighting will do. Okay, anyways, we got to give special thanks to the people that we mentioned in here, also the staff at MCAT, and Andy for setting us up with all the equipment and directing our show
Ferguson.
tonight.
He's the man to talk to.
Thank you, Andy.
Thank you,
I'm the
Andy.
normal director for their
Okay.
show.
Here we got a live call. I think we're going to talk about the show.
Wait, Brad, no.
Wait, wait.
Oh.
You don't do it right.
Yeah, bro.
Go ahead, Ben.
Huh?
Go ahead.
Okay, I'll put you on hold. Line 1.
Line 1.
Hey, that wasn't anticipated.
Hello?
Hello, welcome to the show.
Good evening. How y'all doing?
Good. How you doing?
Wonderful. I'd like to have some comments about that movie I just saw.
All right.
Okay, first of all, that fight scene outside, that was the lighting was horrid in there. And the acting, it made WWF stars look like
Hey, that's what I
Academy
said.
Award winners. Wait, and, yeah, that's got to be the worst abuse of film since Waterworld. Thanks for that blowjob. Woo-hoo, yeah.
But there was no praise. Come on.
You can still talk. He already hung
That
up.
will not be tolerated.
Yeah.
What was profane about that?
Blowjob.
Okay, thank you, Katrina.
Okay. Oh, Katrina, you're gonna get your microphone
All right.
revoked.
Oh.
All right.
Now look at the calls we're gonna get, and it's all gonna be about that word.
Yeah, really.
So tell us, Brad, what was wrong with the lighting then?
Euphemisms like 34.
The lighting?
Symbolism.
Yeah, it was the way it transferred on the TV. It wasn't the way it was shot.
Okay, here we go. Line 1.
Hello?
That movie was the bomb.
Hey.
Thank you.
We're like channel surfing. There's nothing else on.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
You know, we jumped in on the fight scene, which I have to agree with last caller was like very bad lighting. But I mean, I understand that, you know, they definitely like found a sound, you know, the sound effect for like a punch.
Uh-huh.
They should have had a couple of the, you know, like, you know, they had the, but they should have had a couple like, you know, other ones. Like,
Brad did the sound
Brad,
effects.
come on.
You know, maybe a couple Batman signs thrown up.
There you go.
Yeah, you know, little Jackie Chan action.
There you
We'll probably put that on the next show.
We need to know, man. I mean,
videos for this movie.
Is nothing produced yet? We need to get on it.
I know.
Brad's
I know.
address.
This is Brad.
We're gonna design a video box.
Fantastic. Did you produce this? Who's
Yeah.
the man behind this movie?
I did.
Oh.
Brad
okay,
Paulson.
Dude. Wait, camera back on him?
It was a labor of crap.
He's a man. No, that's cinematography giant right there.
Look out, Quentin Tarantino.
Now see, now we only have upward to climb.
Really? Quentin Tarantino's out of business, buddy, because you're the bomb.
Thank you.
Keep making movies.
Hey, thanks
Thank
a
you,
lot.
Thank you.
Oh, we will, and we have.
Two. Go ahead, Ben. 2.
You're on.
Hello?
Hello?
Hi.
Hi.
Hey.
Hi.
That was a cool movie.
Hey, thanks.
Cool.
Thanks,
Thank
all
you.
right.
Anything you want to say? Anything you want to ask?
No.
Wife beaters.
Yeah.
Wife beaters?
Oh,
Those were strategically planned. Also, you know, if you will notice, is this guy still here with us? You still with us?
Yeah.
Okay. Also, if you will notice, you know, we're playing off of the private detective thing, so we're going a lot with like the cigarettes, right? And how private detectives always smoke the cigarettes. And if you'll notice in this movie, it never leaves Ben's mouth.
Even when he gets
Just
hit.
once.
Mm-hmm.
They're never lit, though.
Oh,
No,
that's
they
right,
were
that's
lit.
it.
They were
They
lit all the
smoked them.
time.
Oh,
except
The,
for
the only
Rusty.
one that was at the end when me and Todd, what was he? The
Crack boy.
The big guy.
the big guy, the
on
bald guy,
Yeah.
went into the house with all the dead bodies and found the husband. Because couldn't smoke in there, but Tommy smoked in there anyway.
Yeah.
If
House
everybody
rules.
gets a gift from God, Ben
There was a good, at least 5-6 packs of cigarettes smoked per day by Ben.
Per
during the
day.
making of this
Plus
movie.
One
me.
time
should've
I
seen
thought
the
I could
ashtray.
smoke
I
a
mean,
whole
it's like-
pack at once.
Those lungs are gonna look beautiful.
Hey, man.
They already do.
I don't like pink anyway. It's a,
They're
Thank
just
you.
air filters.
thanks.
There you go, line 1. Go ahead, Brad.
You're on.
Hello.
Hey, how's it going, Brad?
Good. How you doing?
This is Mike.
Mike who?
You're a dead redneck?
Oh yeah. Mike, how you doing?
husband.
How come you
He's
didn't
back
make it
from
down
the
to the
dead.
studio tonight?
I'm sorry, I just really got busy. I couldn't make it, but I thought I'd make a guest appearance, you know.
Uh-huh.
So, are you going to tell us how it felt to be packed and ice?
What's that?
Are you going to tell us how it felt to be packed and ice?
On the Pabst Blue Ribbon. You were freezing that day, I remember.
Well, I won't go there, you know.
Certain strategic areas?
No, a bunch of my
Lose
friends
something?
watched it, so
Uh-huh.
What'd they
I'd like
think?
to get copies of that video, too, so
Nice.
Oh, thank you.
big order. Good job, y'all.
We are definitely going to have to make a video box. Okay. Thanks for calling, Mike. We appreciate it.
All right, no problem. You
Okay.
guys take it easy.
Take
Thanks.
care.
Bye.
9-2. Go ahead.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello.
Hi, yeah. Mom?
This is not your
Here?
mom.
Yeah, I did like that movie.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
It was pretty good. It did need a little bit of work. Like, I think a couple of scenes could have been a little shorter.
Yeah.
Fight
Like
scene,
the
maybe.
WWF scene?
The fight scene was okay. Now the fight scene was planned in to be long and gratuitous because we had so many scenes in the movie of people talking, and when you don't have any budget to make a movie, you got to fill it up with something. Like gratuitous vomit sequences or
Which there was one.
pro wrestling style,
And
fighting.
when
And
your
that
budget is not on your
I definitely
actors.
agree, but I think the fighting scene,
My budget
like,
was
if you were gonna do it
$25.
like that, you could
Uh-huh.
have done a little bit more.
Uh-huh.
You definitely have changed the sound effects more than that.
yeah. Okay.
That same sound effect over and over again against the wall, the tree, the ground, it was all the same.
It's the
I
Earth,
agree.
man.
I agree.
And the other thing was, what was with the porno music through the whole movie?
Yeah, the porno music just kind of it just kind of set
It's
up
uncut music.
the white trash atmosphere that we had displayed throughout the movie. It was kind of like we wanted this sleazy underground atmosphere to play with the movie, and that's why it was. Also because I kind of just looked at 2-3 CDs and took the first one I chose.
Public
That's all we
access
had.
TV, you get public access music.
Yeah, you are fairly limited in public access
if
music.
we threw in a little Metallica or something, but
I think I had that CD going sometime when Andy was giving me a blowjob.
That's enough that color.
is it true,
Okay,
Andy?
somebody
Bye-bye.
wants to go with that
Oh, all right.
personal reference.
Would that be
Whoa.
Andy Thorgerson? who works
Okay,
here?
does anybody have any more
Directing?
You have to
comments?
use the
So
number
tell us, Brad. Wait.
Huh.
Tell
Number
us
34
where you
guys
got the idea
needs
for
a
this movie.
blowjob.
Oh yeah, well I
Hey,
mean I
Katrina,
definitely
you're gonna
said
get
that
kicked
the
off.
Okay, line
We
1.
have to let him know what it means.
okay.
You're on.
Hello, how you doing?
Hello.
Wonderful. How you guys doing?
Good.
Pretty good.
So, did you spend all your money on cigarettes and alcohol rather than somebody who actually could write a movie?
Yeah, definitely that.
It was kind of
that.
like Titanic. We
Wait a
spent it
minute.
all on
Who wrote
special
that?
effects.
You know, you
and those
see,
were
like,
the
I
movies.
wrote the script, so I didn't get paid for it, so that would have something to do with it as well.
Hello?
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah. It's nonprofit and everything?
Definitely
Yeah.
nonprofit.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Did you rent Andy out for blowjobs?
It's number 34.
Okay.
So, okay. Somebody please call with that. We don't mind,
It's
but we're gonna
getting
get
a
in
little
trouble
old.
here.
Yeah,
And
okay.
refer to the
Yeah.
word,
Slow
use
down
the word
there.
34.
Okay.
That's what it's
Okay.
there for.
Okay.
You can keep
Anybody
calling
without
people.
any profane comments?
Yeah, that would be nice.
A
Put
girl
that
call,
call.
please. Michelle, you call. I know you're watching
should
this.
we have
Anybody
to
that saw the movie
lecture
had
the
questions
viewers?
about the movie.
Oh,
So anyway,
Brad?
back to my question, Brad.
Uh-huh.
Where did you get the idea?
The idea came from
Pookie.
Kingpin, the movie Kingpin, which is very much inspired. It's like Kingpin was like the first of its type that came out, you know, and it was kind of like it based all of its humor off of this, like, you know, really trashy atmosphere, this kind of you know, trashy thing that like a lot of people, they find funny. It's low-grade humor basically. You know, it's not meant to be taken seriously at all. But that's where the inspiration was taken for, like, you know, like the vomit scene that Ben had in the beginning was modeled after the vomit scene that Woody Harrelson had in Kingpin. You know, at the very beginning.
We won't go into detail about that.
Which that scene was also modeled after The Graduate, if anyone paid attention. So they like took a high-class movie, modeled a low-class one after that, and then we modeled an even lower-class
can you
one
go?
after
Really
that
low.
as well. So we could talk about the making of this movie, I guess. It took us, how long to make this movie,
About a
Ben?
week.
But
No, not a week. Not a week.
4
not a week.
months.
You see, the thing is that for all the people watching out there, 4 of you, Ben,
You sure it's not 5?
Hi, Pook. Hi,
Okay.
Michelle. Hi, Mike.
the
People who called.
people involved with this movie,
Okay, don't
we
interrupt
said
that.
we're going to start at about, like 9 in the morning, right?
There is 9 in the morning.
I said we were going to start at like 9 in the morning. And
yeah,
then,
I think I
you
might
know,
have
if you see that scene where like we go into the room,
On the outtakes?
and yeah, of course in the outtakes, which also showed the Keanu Reeves poster
we
laying
filmed
above
this in
Ben's
Brad's
bed,
house.
which he likes so much.
He
Anyway,
always denies it on the other shows.
That was
Ben would
part of
not
the
get out of bed,
symbolism
so
we
that
were
I wanted to you know, capture that on tape as well. You know, it's just because it's like one thing to say that your actors are lazy, and then it's another thing to show it. And what about the part?
I had
With
a
the bad lighting?
hangover. We drank all the props the night
Okay,
before.
now-
You did, you
That's
can tell.
why.
Now we got like I went out. Okay, I invested a good like a third of the budget for this movie, right?
Like $10.
And I bought a bottle of 10 High, and you know, and I brought it in, and I was like, okay, Ben, you got to drink this because it's a private detective movie, and even though not a lot of the guys in the private detective movies drink real booze.
You know, I noticed in that movie, The Big Lebowski, there was a couple of scenes when he was holding that his Kahlua and cream.
Mhm.
It wasn't real, because when he jumps around, I mean, I know a real alcoholic will never spill his drink, but
Exactly.
he's holding his drink, and it wasn't even sloshing. It had been glued. He was using solid plastic.
That's not right.
And
Good
oh,
eye, Ed.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Go ahead and
we
take
got
the call.
Kelly. Hello.
Hello.
Hello?
Hello.
First of all, I'd like to say it was riveting.
Thank you.
Oh.
Yeah, it was great. And I mean, some people are complaining about the fight scenes and all, but, you know, whatever. I enjoyed the movie. It was a nice, trashy movie. And with the porno music, I mean, how could you go wrong?
Can't go wrong with that.
Our first compliment of the evening. Thank you very much.
Also, you know, who is this Andy and where can I get his...
Sorry. You got cut.
Okay.
I'm faster than you.
Anybody that wants to call without
Nice
any
accent, by the way.
requests for Andy.
You're from Long Island, Lolita or something?
We do appreciate the fact that they said it was riveting, even though that's what we weren't going for. But if that's what you got out of it, that is great.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, I'd also like to point out that it's quite a, it's kind of a digression from the usual programming you see on MCAT. I think it's refreshing to see something
Titanic?
highly
Titanic?
entertaining.
Yeah, you're right, Ed.
You know, we should do a show on Titanic because everybody else is doing the Titanic thing.
Okay, there we go. Line 1.
Go ahead there, Ben.
How you doing?
All right.
Hi.
I'd like to say that nice and wife beater was a compliment too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right, wasn't it?
Exactly.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
All right, because I felt kind of left out because my friend said that.
All right.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, we
All
can
right.
stream.
We recognize those guys from earlier on tonight, but
Yeah.
thank you for calling in. Second compliment of the evening. That was
Okay.
nice.
Black
We're at-
Peters are where it's
We'll,
at.
we'll take them as a compliment, even though that may not be how they
You
were
can take
intended.
those
Yeah,
up anywhere.
right.
for
We
now.
can play
We'll
dumb.
take what we
Please,
can
new
get.
people call. Thanks.
Okay.
Why don't you
Now, I
shut
knew
up?
that we had 4 viewers. I just didn't.
I know. This kind of proves there's 5, Brad.
Maybe.
It sounds
No,
like
it's-
one of those
it's-
guys
it's
was
the
like
same
trying to
guy,
find
he's
one
got
of
a
the
different
callers so
accent.
he wouldn't get caught.
We do
There I
have.
go.
We have the Hastings girl still, I think.
That's right, we do.
The Hastings girls
We're
are like
planning to call
shrunken
our
heads.
ID,
Right.
and then we're gonna call back the naughty viewers who were originally calling us.
We don't have that. They can order the tape.
Talk to
They
their
can order
moms.
the tape.
There you go.
I think
Ed.
Ma'am,
they did
the
partially
lady who works
mean.
at Hastings, if you're there, keep watching.
Yes,
We appreciate it.
we
Our
do.
true
I
fan.
don't.
Our show is just about ready to wrap up here.
Well, I think we got another
Okay.
call here.
As we all get
Another
quiet.
highly
Yeah,
we're pretty
anticipated
desperate.
Yeah,
phone
yeah.
call. I really like the way, if anybody else noticed, that police guy in the movie, all of a sudden he like showed up and he had a cue ball
Line
head.
one.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Somewhere along the
Hello,
way they
you're
stopped
on.
off for a haircut.
Yeah, I just got the end of that movie, and I'd like to see the whole thing. I was wondering if you guys are going to show it again sometime.
Yeah, we are. This movie is going to be airing on the channel. So we just wanted to have like a premiere for for our live show to show it the very first time, so we could kind of answer questions and talk about it. Okay.
It's gonna be
Andy
on
says it's going to be
tomorrow at 1:30.
tomorrow 1:30 p.m.
Oh, sounds good.
Okay.
Keep up the good work. I like what you guys are doing here.
Thank you.
All right,
And
thanks
you.
a lot.
Hey, let's use this moment to pitch our next
we
project.
will. We're
Right.
going to take this time to plug our next project. Ed and I, right over there, who played one of the actors in our movie, we have made another one, which is called Jading D.T. Jameson,
That's right.
which is all about a bum played by Ed.
That's
and
me.
we're pretty much about a week away from finishing this movie.
Yep.
And
Much better.
All
okay,
the
it's
shooting's
better.
done.
A little
Much
better.
We're
better.
gonna say that.
The
We're not
script
gonna.
is
We're not
very
gonna
good.
be. We're not gonna say it's like a whole lot better.
I'm
but
saying if you liked what you just saw, you're gonna love
definitely,
this next project.
definitely, it does have some of the.
Or
the
if you
same
didn't
humor
like
that-
what you
that
just
comes
saw, you'll
across.
probably like this one
And
too.
can I cut in, Brad?
Go ahead.
It's complete with a bunny.
Yes, it does. It
And
has
I get to play one of the
bunny
bunnies in the
suits.
next coming movie.
Bunny
right?
suits. We do have some
Right.
more. We do have some more vomit scenes as well, but they take place more throughout the movie.
Yep.
More
And
gratuitous
we
vomiting.
did take a little bit more time in choreographing these as well. And we also, for some of those out there that are chemically altered, have some special treats in store for you. Okay.
Well,
Like a
phrased.
big
well
bunny.
phrased.
Do we have another call? We got time for like one more call if we have one here.
Oh, we don't have any more calls.
Okay, I don't
Please
think we
call
do.
us.
Okay,
We're not that
we want to
popular.
thank everybody for watching, tuning in, all 4 of you. We appreciate it, and we are going to take those 2 as compliments.
And actually talking with us.
And we'll see you for the next episode where we show our other movie.
Or stay and watch.
Those of you who would like to order tapes can call us. We can't advertise, but you can call after the show gets over with. Speak to us, and we'll set something up.
Maybe.
Y'all come back now, you hear?
It's not the beverage.